My name is Leo. I'm from Plant Resources, and today I'm joined by Oscar Yencken, who is this year's winner of the PIA Victoria's Young Planner of the Year. So Oscar, thank you for chatting with me today, and obviously congratulations. How does it feel to be the Planner of the Year, Young Planner of the Year?
Thanks for having me along, Leo. It's nice to meet with you. I wish I could be there in person, but I am regional. It feels brilliant, I'll be honest. Yeah, it's great. I'm actually really happy for a lot of regional planning areas, really, and I'm happy that a regional council has a rep that won the award. It's been really good because planning in Mansfield has, in the past, had some pretty rocky things, and just this sort of speaks volumes to how regional planning is really pushing hard and making a lot of positive changes, which is great. So I'm happy. I'm really happy to be involved in that environment right now.
Very good, very good. So for those of us who don't know you very well, tell us a bit more about yourself and your career so far in planning.
Yeah, so I guess I won't say I fell into planning because I don't think you fall into planning at all. I think you're quite lucky to be here.
Yeah.
But I started actually in a Bachelor's of Design at Melbourne Uni, and I did architectural construction with a specialisation in sustainability. And I always thought I was going to go on construction until COVID came along. I was forced to come back home, and I was sick of just studying online. So I basically hassled the local council and got a job as an admin there, and I was in planning. And I suddenly realised, I can actually consider architecture, construction underneath the whole blanket of planning, and isn't that really cool? And you get to work with people. So that's when I jumped into that master's at RMIT. Did that online, which is awesome. RMIT does so well at supporting people wherever you are. Melbourne Uni, if you're listening to this, you can take a leaf out of the book. It's much harder to work at Melbourne Uni, to work and study at Melbourne Uni than it is at RMIT, I found. So but that's been fantastic. And being an admin, that was good. I actually started, I was meant to start on the 15th of February during COVID, and that got pushed back to the 16th, which happened to be my birthday. So I started my career in planning on my birthday, which is quite funny.
Seems like it's meant to be.
Yeah, but they were good people, and working in a regional council, there's just so many opportunities. Because we had no resources, they just kept asking, hey, can you help out with this? And if you just keep saying sure, yes, then you get more work. Yes, the work becomes harder, but then you get to learn more, do more, and see more. Eventually that got me up into strategic planning. And we had no money to pay consultants, so I said, hey, let's give it a whirl, do things in-house. So we did that, and it was fantastic. It's all been great. We've got a whole team now, which is awesome.
Brilliant. That's great to hear. Well, you kind of answered my second question, which was what inspired you to become a planner. But I guess the follow-up is that I was wondering, now that you are one in a place that you like working, is it what you thought it was going to be? Was the job what you thought it was going to be as a planner?
I had no expectations of what it was going to be. I knew it was going to be dealing with people. I think, no matter where you are, knowing how to deal with people, as you know really well, Leo, is so important. And that was the most unexpected thing, is seeing the resilience of planners and regional planners. The things you have to deal with every day, particularly in the regions as well. I'm not sure in the city. I was talking to Danai about this. Just the variance in people that you interact with is crazy. You might have farmers who have no idea, like this is very stereotyping, but have no idea about the planning scheme. They just want to get out and just have their farm shed and move on. And other people that are really, really interested and want to know all the little details. So that huge spectrum, as a planner, dealing with people from everywhere is that was my biggest surprise. And the highs and lows of planning in any given day. Some days you feel like you've just absolutely smashed it. It's great. I'm sure everyone else in the industry feels that you've come so far, and then the day after you might find one word in this whole document that just pulls the whole thing apart. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you get such, you'd know as well, the amount of meaning that you feel in this job is fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's when I was studying construction, they said you will never get bored in construction because no 2 days are the same.
Yep.
And you don't get that in any other profession. But in
Yeah.
planning, you get that. No day is the same. Sure, there's some things that are similar in terms of for local government, the monotony sometimes of doing council reports, but you've got to always think about how to approach that.
Yeah.
And dealing with people, having that meaning and that life satisfaction
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Okay. Brilliant. Now, I remember you telling me that when you joined Mansfield, you were the only strategic planner there. So I guess as a young planner, I would imagine that would have presented huge opportunity, but also some challenges. What do you think they were? Reflecting back, what did you learn from that situation? How did you persevere when you're just the only person managing all of the projects?
I think I got lucky, I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah,
Because being at the time, I probably didn't realize it, but sort of being thrown to the deep end just forced me to go and talk to people throughout the organization, everywhere, and just hassle people and reach out to the planning community. Turns out they're all so willing to help. There's actually a regional planners email, so you can just email 70 people and say, "What I've got no idea what I'm doing. What do you think?" And there will always be someone that can help you out. So that's been good. And I hear that a lot of other councils in planning, you can get put into your own sort of spot and you sit there. That can be a bit disjointed, but I've never experienced that because, again, just forced to talk to all these people because I had no idea. I still have no idea. I'll be totally honest. I don't think I ever will. There's so many other people that have much better ideas than I do, but that's the difference, is that I've been able to talk to those people and get their ideas.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, nice one. Again, I think from our little chats during the award, you very passionate about regional planning, and I think it shows. But what is it about it that makes you feel so strong towards regional planning? And I think the follow-up question will be, what's the future for regional planning in Victoria from your perspective?
Okay, so I suppose my passion about it is I can't really draw comparisons with metro planning. I want to do some in the future because I think it's important to sort of see both, because it seems apparently there are differences.
Yeah.
But everyone else in the industry will have far more of an idea about that than I do. But I really love about it is it's sort of like not too big where I am just yet. So I can approach a relatively small community, have meaningful conversations. So I give everyone a phone number.
Yeah.
I haven't regretted it just yet. I've had some days where I'm just on the phone the whole time and I can't get any work done. But people, I suppose, being able to put a name to a face, and then me going out to them, and other people in council actually walking around their town with them, shows people that you really care.
Yeah. And
that connection's really, really great. And I'm not sure if I'd necessarily be able to do that with a bigger community. Once you get to tens of thousands of people, that's a bit harder. And I get that. In a beautiful world, you would be able to talk to everyone, but we just need a bigger team.
Yes.
But that's why I love regional planning. And there's so many things you need to know. You get to have a bit of fun and learn a bit about everything. I'm always thinking that for some young planners, just being able to come out here to the regions and look at a whole host of different issues from different perspectives, talk to the CFA, EPA, look at bushfire, flooding, all those tricky situations, and all those things, and then go back to Metro Melbourne, it really puts you out there. Yeah. But in terms of what the future is for regional planning, I don't know. I'll be shot, but I don't want to get in my soapbox and talk about state government issues. I think I think the future of regional planning, though, is that you will find a lot of really driven, relentless individuals that will just not stop until they get what they're trying to get. Because there are a lot of strong communities out here. And when you've got those people behind you and you're talking to state government or whoever it is to try and get approvals for things, you just keep going until you finally get there.
I understand.
Yeah. I think in terms of what we've done here, we've been able to have hybrid work models. Because we haven't been able to get a lot of student planners here, we've now started offering hybrid work methods. And maybe more of that will come along. We threw up the idea of, do we have another office in Melbourne and do people work there and sometimes come to the regions to do work out here? Is that something that would work? Something that I've played around with the idea of is, do we actually go out and do surveys at these universities and try and discover what incentivize young planners to come out to the regions? Are they perceiving barriers? Do they think you have to drive 6 hours to Mildura or wherever it is to do that?
Well, that's certainly, it is certainly, there is still a disconnect there. I think people view Victoria as mainly Melbourne, and I think a lot of young people aspire or feel like there are only jobs in the city. And I think you're right, there is a bit of work that universities and local councils in the regions can be a bit more proactive in terms of encouraging or promoting their workplaces in regional areas and provide some kind of incentives for young people to look at them. But that's actually a really good suggestion, and I think worthwhile bringing that up in the with the right forum, I suppose. Well, my last question would be, what's next for you? What's 2024 going to look like? What's your goals? What do you want to achieve next year?
Quite a few projects. Quite a few projects. Well, I do genuinely want to run that survey with those unis. So if you know anyone at any universities that we like to contact, I'd love to have a chat about that. That's nothing to do with Mansfield Shire, but it's just something that it'd be great to see that happen.
Certainly, we can have a chat later, but we do have contacts with Melbourne Uni, RMIT, La Trobe Uni, and maybe there was one in Monash as well. So definitely we'll be able to give you those contacts, and then cool, that's easy.
Awesome. All right. But sorry, the actual projects that we are doing, this one could be pretty fun. Or another puzzle. We've been doing structure plans for each town throughout the whole Shire. But the one that's starting in January next year is the Dalatite Valley Plan. And that's pretty much from a little town called Merrijig all the way up to the base of Mount Buller. And it's been pushed pretty hard by the owners of Mount Buller to do that, because they want to diversify what their tourism offering is rather than just snow. They want to have mountain bike riding and everything like that. But Merrijig is a very, very, very strong community, and they really love their community values, and they're really quite against Grollo. It's like a classic community versus developer.
I've read about this.
We're gonna have to really have the community values at heart, but then also navigate, can Grollo invest something that really benefits the community and has a great outcome for everybody? And there will be a solution somewhere in that. And planning's a puzzle, as you know. There's not one solution for everything, but there's definitely a solution. And if you know that, I know if that's a planning mindset that a lot of people have, like I just know that something will work. I don't know what it is, but we'll just roll with it and we'll find something.
But isn't that what you guys do? You're problem solvers at the end of the day, trying to work with the scheme. I've been told that it's very grey. It's not very black and white. So you kind of just have to work with the best that you've got and get the best outcome for everyone that you're working for. So very interesting. Well, Well, mate, I think that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for sharing. And look, really, really thank you. I think it's really great to see bright up and comers like yourself doing great things, doing interesting projects, and certainly very passionate about what you do. So we're really looking forward to see what you're going to do next. So once again, thank you for your time and congrats. Congrats. Well deserved.
Thanks so much, Leo. And it's good to talk to you again. I'm hoping I will see you at the PIA Christmas party as well.
Yes, yes, yes. We're about to book the tickets today. So we'll see
Brilliant.
you
All
there.
right. Can't wait.
Cool. Cool.